Hi, everybody. Here I are again. Um, now, this morning, let me see, 12:04. This afternoon, I it's been a while since I made a video, so I figured what I would do this afternoon is I'd make a video. And hi, Papa. And anyway, I call my hubster Papa. That's just because all the grandchildren call him Papa, so I call him Papa too. But anyway, he just got out of the shower. But anyway, what was I saying? Oh, that's right. I was going to make a video. But what I'm going to make today, see, I'm very eclectic. Sometimes I just don't never know. I don't finish something and I start something new and I start something completely different than what I'm used to doing. And so I just do weird things at weird times for weird reasons. No reason, just because I want to. And it's just fun. And so today, for the last couple of days, actually, just a minute. Let me bring you down here to the showroom floor. For the last couple of days, let's see. Let me move this out the way. Let's see. For the last couple, this is something else I'm working on. That over there out the way. I move things out the way. Got a lot of things in the way. Okay, there we go. See, that's a little better. These bracelets, these are Bohemian bracelets or boho bracelets. I have got completely addicted to making these. These are so much fun. These are more fun than flying in a hot air balloon. Although I've never flown in a hot air balloon, but I do believe it would be fun. Unless he pops, then we'd be in trouble. But this is a Bohemian bracelet. Now, somewhere here, I first started out by making some, well, I don't know what I did with them. I made some Bohemian beads, and they're in a real pretty little dish somewhere. Oh, well, I can't find them. Jeez. Can't find nothing. Okay, but I'm going to show you how I do this. I'm going to sort of show you how I do this. Now, this this is this is basically I get me a piece of this copper wire. This is just so copper wire, but you wouldn't have to use copper wire. You just use any kind of wire, as long as you can bend it. And I snipped me off a piece. Now I snipped me off a piece. This piece is like about this long. It's about a foot long. And but see now see there on my wrists. There's two of them right there on that one. And then there's two of them right over here on this one. See how they can look just all different? And I love them. I just do love these little boogers. Wish I knew to use my beads. I did something with it. But then I'm always doing something with stuff, and then I never find it again because I got a big fat mess in here. But anyway, on with it, Elizabeth. Oh, here's a on with it, Elizabeth. Oh, I cut this thing about 13 inches long. Now, my wrists are big because I've told you about these farmer hands I got because I got big. If I go to the jewelry store, well, I don't think I've ever set foot in a jewelry store actually, but my jewelry store of choice is sort of like over there to the Walmart jewelry section. But women's bracelets usually go up to about 7.5 inches around. And well, I got more than that around my finger. But anyway, I need like 8.5 or 9 because I got such a big wrist. And so what I do now is I take this this here, this piece. You know what? I bet if I move this camera right, just a minute. I had it. Just a second. Just hold your horses a minute there. Let's see. Oh, this might be more the better. Yeah, that is more the better. Okay. So I take this and I take this length of wire and I just kind of give it a little bit of a, bend both sides. So there it is held together, thus, see, like that. But then, because I'm making it for myself. Now, this one here I made small. This one I can't. This one I couldn't fit on my wrist for love nor money. But this will fit on a small person's wrist. And look how pretty that is. All right. But then I go on and make sure that this is going to go over. See, like I have to make sure it's going to go over, and I see that it will. Okay, it. Wait a minute, I have something in my thumbnail. Wait a minute, I had to clean that out. I can't have that there forever. Just a minute, there's something in there. What? I get them finished. I just have to. Now, see, I have to get me a camera, Papa, that has got like a pause on it. This one doesn't have a pause, so what you see is what you get. Okay, how's my hubster? He was wondering how I ever get a video. Now, see there, this is going to work. So now that is the base part of the bracelet. Pretty doggone ugly, right? Okay, so what we do then is I have this tape. Now you can use any kind of tape, but this here is like medical something. I don't know. It's like a cloth almost. But as long as I had it, I stole it from my husband right under his nose. He had it over there in his like his first aid kit. And I stole it. I just stole it. He's used to me. Well, anyway, what I'm doing with this here, this tape is I'm wrapping it around the wire. Okay. Now, see, I'm having trouble here, and I have not had this much trouble. I've made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've made 6, and I have not had this much trouble with any of them. But you put me on MGM, and you got it. I start having trouble. Okay, well, now my trouble is going away. It's working now. Just had like a little knot there. But I'm just wrapping it around and around and around and around until I get all the way around. And so, yeah, rip me off a little piece. I don't rip me off too much at one time because it'll definitely give me a hernia or something. So I just kind of just keep wrapping it around. And this kind of gives me a base to jump off of. A base to jump off of, sort of. Yeah. And you try. I know every time I show you guys something, my big old hands get in the way. And then you can't see a flipping thing. But I try my best. You have to just know. I just try my best. Okay, now I need like one more piece. And I'll rip that up. I mean, you could use any kind of tape. Masking tape. Any kind of tape. Any kind of tape will do. Any kind of tape will do. Duct tape. I wish they made it like a skinny duct tape. All the duct tape is like real wide. I wish upon a star that they would make like skinny duct tape. That's only like a half an inch or an inch wide. That would be fun because they make all that duct tape and all them pretty colors and fashions. And but they don't. But it's all like 4 inches wide or 3 inches wide or it's wide. Oh, now I just need one more little itsy bitsy tiny little piece. Ooh, how's that do that? Okay, so I'll get this on here. Wrap this around this last piece. And now, here we go. There we go. We got it. We got it. We got it. Now, I have got like stuff here. I have stuff here. Oh, there's a piece of wire right there. And, but like this here. that was just like some white fabric I have, and then I sprayed it. I no, this one I watercolored. I brushed it with watercolor paint, and then I dried it, and then I tore it into strips. This is just some fabric I had, and it's got like fall colors in it, and I just tore that into strips. And this is like some hemming lace. That's pretty good for these. This one here, this was another piece of white fabric that I had that I just, there's a bunch of squares of this white fabric. And so this I just took, I mixed, I took like acrylic paint and I mixed it with water in one of these little bottles. And so like I just put like a little bit of acrylic paint in there, and then I put like filled it half full with water, and then I just kind of squirted it on my white fabric, and then I dried it with a heat gun, and then it made, I used blue and red on this one, blue and red, and I think that looks pretty cool too. I think I'll use that one today. I'm gonna use that one for now, right at this moment. Okay, so what? I scoop the chair. I'm about to slip right off the end of it. All right, now, okay, this is better. Now you can use near about any kind of glue, because you really will not need much glue. Now, see, there are many, many YouTubes that shows this type of bracelets, and they're all different in some way. I first got, I first got started watching Stacy Evans in the Pink Poodle Playground videos. Now, I didn't see her make a bracelet, although she may have made a bracelet, but she made the beads. And so that's where I got started, was watching her make the beads. And so then I just went on from there, and I found so many people that made like the bracelets, which is basically just the same as the beads, and except they just go around and round and round instead of just straight. Wish I had them beads right here to show you, and I can't find them. I thought I had them out here. I bet the burglars came in last night, stole them because they were so valuable. Okay, so anyhow, I know I need to haste up. I need to haste up and get the show on the road. So I'm Haitian. I'm Haitian. Now, see there? I just glued the very top piece, the very end of that fabric, onto the wire that is covered with the tape. Now, some people only cover where the tape, where the wire is put together with tape, but I go all the way around. For what reason? I don't know. It just seems like I should. And so, because I do make my own rules. Now, see, I'm wrapping this around and around and around, and I'm just wrapping it. So I'm covering every bit of that tape. See, now your bracelet won't stay round the whole time. It'll bend in different shapes, but then you can bend it, shape it back around into a round. Because bracelets should be round, and and so I'm just going around and around. What can I say about that? But is that I'm going around and around. Now, I hope you guys try some of these. Now, this is the Bohemian. They call it the Bohemian style. Some people might call it like a gypsy style. Well, I understand from, see, once I start doing something, is this the same one? No, that's not the same one. Oh, wait a minute. That's this one. Okay. I shouldn't have such a mess over here. One day I'm going to get really, really, really professional. I'm going to clean up my mess, and I'm going to do everything professional one day. Now, I put that glue on the end of that other one. These two now are just kind of, I just sort of glued it together. Just glued it together. You just got to get it glued enough just to start it. Because if you don't put some glue there, I'm using Aleene's tacky glue. It just, that's some tacky stuff. And so that's what I'm using. But if you don't glue it, there is a good chance that maybe it would it would start coming apart. I don't like to use a lot of glue because I worry that the glue will, make like hard spots or something. I don't want there to be hard spots. So, but this here piece is going to take me all the way back to the fawn. It's see where I started. So I'm going to put some glue on the end of that piece of fabric that I just put around, and then I'll just go around it, and there we go. That is like the first layer, and then you'll want to decide if you want to have something else. So, and you can try to make it like all piece of hair in my mouth. You can make it all like one. You know what? I think I have different kinds of like fibers and stuff. And I like this. I think I'm going to take some of this piece. I'm going to take a piece of this. This is it's like that, they call it like eyelash lace or something. Okay. I'm going to just whack me off a piece of that, like this. There we go. I'll put that back over there. Now, and I'm going to take this and I'm going to have this, because I kind of like that fringy look, like on this one. It's got like a fringy look. It's got those little um, eyelash hairs or whatever, sticking out. And I kind of like that look. Now, some people will take these things and glaze them when they're finished. Now, and I think that looks pretty too, all power to them. But I kind of like the organic look of it. I like that feel of the softness and stuff. So now that's what I think about that. Now I'm going to take this. I'm just going to tie this on now. I'm just going to tie this piece of fiber. It's some kind of yarn. You buy it in the yarn department. You go over to the Walmart, go to the yarn department. Or actually, where I find the prettiest stuff is over to the Tuesday morning. They always have like a lot of pretty stuff over there. I need to go there again soon. I don't know why I don't need anything. It's just an addiction I have. And so, and sometimes over, if you've got like a big lot store, them ones too. I haven't been to big lots in, gosh, probably years. Need to check that one out. But, yeah, so anyhow, now see, I'm going around with this. And so this is giving me that fluff look, which I seem to like a lot. I'm getting the look of the fluff. And so I'm just still going around and not covering the whole thing. I still see the fabric. See, the fabric is still there, but it's kind of just winding around in a spiral. And this has got a lot of colors, and I just love a lot of colors. There's a lot of things. Sometimes you hear me say that I love vintage the best, or but my loves change, except for my husband. I don't change him. I wouldn't want to have to change him. But my crafting loves change. They just keep going here and there and everywhere, and I change. So I do love this Bohemian style. I love all those colors, and these colors make me very happy, and I like to be happy. Now, sometimes I get sad. I get sad if I don't know what makes me sad, but sometimes I get sad. Now but I don't like to be sad. Okay, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Now I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna tie. Am I gonna tie it? Yeah, I'm gonna tie it. Just a minute. It's actually this piece here is actually two threads, so put together. So I could have took that apart and just used the blue eyelash, but I didn't want that. So then I'm just going to tie that now in a knot right here. Just tie it in a knot right there. Okay. I'm going to leave that string hanging there for right now, just in case I need it later. But see now how we've got that so beautifully pretty? Let me see. I need to have like a piece of something, like a piece of like something. See that how pretty that is right there? You can see that how that's just getting beautiful and beautiful. Now, now I need, let's see. I have more stuff, but which stuff do I want to use here? Let me see. I just have this roll of golden, like solid gold. Oh, here it is. I got this stuff. It's just like gold cord of some kind. So I'm going to take a piece of that gold cord because I want that on there too. See, you put on there anything you so choose. Anything you wish. So, again, on this one, I'm going to tie it. I'm going to get it tied wherever I'm starting. Now, see, I've been wrapping that around clockwise, maybe you would say. But you don't have to wrap them all clockwise. You can go counterclockwise if you so choose, because this is your bracelet. Now, which that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go, this time I'm going to go counterclockwise. Like walking around the counter, walking around the counter. I usually walk around the block for exercise. I walk around the block every day. I walk around the block. I have this block. I put it in the living room floor, and then I walk around it. The block. I walk around the block. That's really good exercise just to walk around the block. It only takes about 12 seconds. And it's pretty good exercise. Now, see, I'm getting this bit of golden thread, and I'm getting it just wrapped around again. Just wrap it. Okay, now I got back to where I started, so I can use that piece that I left a hanging, and I can tie that together right there. Now, leave that like that. See, now it's got a little sparkle in it because, see, I put that gold thread around there. It's not real noticeable, but it's noticeable enough. Now, then, I mean, you can just keep going with this thing. Oops, my tripod just had a little spillage. There we go. Now I have like this stuff. This stuff, so I got like all kinds of different colors of this. It's like beads, but it's not like beads. It's just like they're all stuck together. I mean, you can't pull beads off of it or anything. But I have a whole like bunch of that. What is this? Oh, that one's too short. Okay. So I'm going to take a chunk of this beads, see how well I talk? Isn't that pretty? Now, I am going to tie, like, see, I left that. See, if I leave these strings, like I had left them two golden strings there, so if I leave them strings until I'm done, then that's best because then I can use those strings to tie things on because I'd rather tie things on than glue them. I think I already said that. But I like to tie things on. Okay, let's see. I like to tie things on. Yeah. Okay. Rather than glue. I already said that. 12:28. The mailman's. Oh, Papa, I bet you didn't put the trash out, did you? Nah, it's okay. It'll stay here. Nobody will steal it. Okay, and so now I'm going to take this. He didn't put the trash out. It's trash day. But that's okay. We don't care. It's out there in the trash can. It'll stay safe until Tuesday. Until Tuesday. That's when the trash man comes again. Okay, now. Okay, this one a little shorter than this one? Yeah, it is. Okay, that one's a little shorter, so it doesn't go around far enough for me to tie that. Ooh, I like that red on there. Ooh la la, that is pretty. Okay, so and I'm not going to glue that either because I just don't like glue. If I can get away from using the glue, then I'm happy as a little pig in the sunshine. So I'm going to just do that. I'm going to take a piece of this black, um, this is button thread. I like button thread because it's strong. You could tie a car to the telephone pole with that. It's pretty strong stuff. And so I use that. I had this here too, roll of this button thread forever, and I thought, well, it doesn't have a little thing on the top where you can put it. And then I found out it's got a little, like a ditch in there. You can put that in that little ditch, and that'll hold it. Okay, so now I got me this little piece of black thread, and I'm going to use that thread and take that black thread, and I'm going to wrap it around the end of that beaded wire. Wrap it around it. And then I'm going to tie it in a knot. I like the word knot better than knot because knot is like a negative word. Not. I am not going to do it. It's like that. So knot is a better word if you're talking about crafty stuff. So let me just there, and I made that in a really nice knot there. Now that'll hold that on there. That'll hold that on there better than glue. Now I don't have that lump because I don't like lumps. All right, now I think I'm getting pretty well to the finished end of this. Although I'm not ready to really shut up yet. But now earlier, now this is a little piece of, I have all kind of little tiny beads. And now I took a piece of that copper wire. I'll show you. I'll actually show you. I won't show you the whole thing because it takes me a little while. But I took a little piece of the copper wire, like about here. I got about 8 inches. And then I take my needle nose pliers here, and I just spin me a little round. Just spin me and let it go around 2 or 3 times. See there how that did that? It's like, if you can see that, and now it's kind of little, you see that, it's spin around. Okay, so I want that to be like a loop because for one thing, it's going to keep my beads from falling off the end. For the second thing, when I'm done, or actually I don't have to wait till I'm done. I can do that like right now. Just let me move this stuff. Yeah, I got to always move things to get to other things. Okay, I have. Gosh, I wish y'all could come to my house and help me pay for my stuff. Okay, so I'm going to take a jump ring. I have a jump ring here, and I have a, let me see, and then I'll find a little charm. I got like little charms. You know what? I think I'm going to use a key. This is a key. I like that key. And then, I don't want to use the key. I don't have like a padlock. And so, how about a key and a horse? Yeah, okay, I'm going to need to have two. Okay. Now, I don't have anything better to do. I don't know if you all have anything better to do. Okay, so then I have my little doohickey here, my jump ring. And then I want to open it, so I need 2 pairs of pliers here. And so I open my jump ring, and then I put that on this end. See, now my wire is copper, my jump ring is silver. But it doesn't matter because it's just beautiful. And then I put my key on there. Okay? And then makes me think of Benjamin Franklin. Was he the guy that put the key on the string and had a kite and stuff? I think so. I don't know. Now, there, now that's just on the end of my, that's on the end of my wire. Now, then I take, let me see. Okay, let's try these beads. I got like a jillion beads, but I'm going to use these ones. And then we just fill this, we just start putting beads on this wire. Just put them on in no particular order. See, sometimes if I go like this, it works better. This, just keep feeding them on there like this. And then I just keep putting these beads on here until the whole thing is filled up. And see how it, and actually it goes pretty fast. You know, it goes pretty fast. And well, depending on what size beads. But now, and that would be totally up to you as what size bead you want, because you know, I wonder if I put these down here on the ground, if I can pick them up better with my wire. See? Well, maybe not. I guess if you have skinny hands like most people do, if you're not a farmer's daughter, then I don't know why I have these big old chubby hands. Even when I was skinny, because I was skinny once, my hands were still chubby. Always had chubby hands. Now that I'm old, now they swell because I don't eat right most of the time, and then I retain water because that's what happens when you get old. And so then I have these chubby old hands, and it's hard to do things with them, and it's probably hard for you to see even what I'm doing because my big old chubby hands get in the way. So, but I am, just take my word for it. I'm just putting these beads these on this wire. Let me see, how far have we gotten? Oh, look at that! I didn't think I could do that this fast. See, I'm still fast, sort of fast. I'm a little got the dropsies here because I drop things. But so I'm just filling this wire, this wire. I was watching a video the other day, and that girl I was watching, she said more than I did. Man, was she getting on my nerves. And then I thought, oh my goodness, she can't get on my nerves because I do the same thing. Just keep saying But I do believe she said more than I did. But that's okay. Mhm. I try not to say a lot, but then if I'm really thinking about it, but then I can't say anything else because all I'm doing is trying not to say and so then I can't think of anything else to say because I'm thinking too hard about not saying Okay, now. Uh-oh. Why is the dog's barking? Maybe we're having burglars come to visit. Oh, that's right. My son and daughter-in-law, they're coming over this afternoon because they got to bring us. My daughter-in-law made she made some capes and masks for us because tomorrow, some of you know Jeffrey, my grandson. Well, he's 9 years old now. He just had a birthday, but his party is tomorrow. But everybody is supposed to go dressed up as a superhero. And so me and Papa, we're going to be super somethings. And my daughter-in-law, she made us a cape and a mask so we can be some kind of a superhero. And so she's going to bring them to us this afternoon, so we'll have them for Jeffrey's party. And also, the hubster, Papa, for his grandson, he made him a life-size Jenga game. He went and bought. He went and bought the Oh, here I'm doing my split ring again. My, what do you call them? Jump ring. Opening my jump ring, and I'm putting it on the end here where I twist. Because see, when I got to the end, then I took my. When I got to the end, I took my these pointy pliers, these needle nose roundy things, and I put them and I made that roundy thing. I twisted them into a round. Then I put the jump ring on there, and now I'm putting the little horse on there. No reason for the horse, no reason for the key, just because I want to. Now sometimes you have to do things just because you want to, not because there's any rules and regulations and all that stuff. But anyhow, so the hubster, he made Jeffrey his Jenga blocks. It's like giant Jenga. He went and bought 2x4s. And he bought 2x4s and he made a whole bunch of Jenga blocks. So we're gonna be playing Jenga too. And then and the party is going to be at the country club. Well, it's not actually at the country club. It's I just said that so it sounds fancy. But it's actually at the clubhouse in the development where they live. And there's a pool there. So we're going to go swimming too. Okay, so there now. I have that piece of wire and I put the beads on it and I got a charm, one on each end. That's the same way I did this one. This one's got a butterfly and a kitty cat. And so now that in itself is pretty much finished. So I'm going to just put this, this is going to go around too, and it's going to twist. Now I could tie the end of that on there, but you don't really have to tie it on because the wire, the twisted wire, just kind of holds it on in itself. Let's see. And depending on how long you made it. Now this one only goes from here to here. And then you got a couple, and see it just hangs there. See how that key just hangs on there, on that side, and then on that side there's a little horse. So you got a little charm, and you can go even. You can even go further along, and you can you can add jump rings to any of these fibers on here and add more charms if you want to. Now, I ordered my charms out of China because China, you can, if you order them straight from China, you can get, like I go to AliExpress on eBay, and then there's other places too that you can order straight out of China, and you can get the things very inexpensive, but you do have to understand that you're going to wait 3-4 weeks or maybe even longer for what you order. And then also what happens is like when I go make an order, now I might order 6 different line items on my order. And each one of those items is going to come in a different mailing. They come like in these little bags like this. And they just all come in different mailings. And so, like, if you make an order and it's got like 5 line items, you get 5 different bags, and they might come on different days. But these ones are ordered. These ones are still in the bags because me and my friend are splitting them. even though they're already like cheap, we're going to, we're saving money by doing it this way. And so anyhow, oops. But anyhow, that I think that's finished. And um, I think that. Wait a minute. Now I lost my. Okay, I have to be able to look at the computer screen to see if I'm in frame or not. Otherwise, I'm over here somewhere, or over here somewhere, or over here somewhere, and you can't see. And I want you to see what I have here. So anyhow, that's that is just a little beginning. Look at this, is so sparkly. I just want to make 100 of them. So I'll get a bunch of these made. I might put them on my Scrap with Lizzie page, and I might sell them. I might, I might put these up for sale. I don't know if I can make. Oh, do you know what I didn't do is I didn't chop off my extra. I didn't chop up off my extra. I don't know. I think somebody might pay me like $3 for one of these. I don't know. I think they're worth $3. So I might put some up there on my Scrap and Lizzie. The only thing I sell so far is my lace, which I do sell pretty much of my lace. But if I make a bunch of these bracelets in small, medium, and large, in say like $3, I think it'd be worth $3. That didn't take me too long to make that. I don't think. What's my husband doing? Watching him. Oh, you know what? I think he was going to bring the trash out, but realized that the trash man already runs. Because he runs by now. Already. Oh, well, that's okay. I'm looking out the window. I'm looking out the window. Actually, I'm looking out the sliding glass doors. It's getting pretty windy out there. Maybe it's going to rain. Okay, but that's all I had to show you today was my beautiful little bracelet here. I am just I am just in awe at how easy these are to make and how pretty they turn out. And so I'm gonna see my dogs are already giving me kudos because they're so beautiful. All right, that's all. That's all. Okay, that's all. Here I am with my purple hair, my purple glasses, my purple shirt. I need to get me some purple lipstick. Now, wait a minute. Let me see. I got so many things. I gotta learn how to do this. Oh yeah, this goes like this. And done with this, done with this, done with it. Okay. That's enough. It's pretty amazing. Okay, I'm gonna go find me something to eat now because I think I'm hungry. And but now I don't want to put. I'm almost afraid to put this on because I think I made it too small. This might be. Oh no, I can get this on. Just a minute. Just a minute. I'm getting it on. When there's a wheel, there's a way. So you can see. You can like you. They don't stretch, but there. I got it on. Look how beautiful. Isn't that beautiful? I think it looks just very nice. Oh, I still got another little piece. I'll just leave that one here as decoration. But anyway, that's it. That's it. That's my whole story. So thank you for coming by and watching and hanging out with me. And remember that I love you and love one another is good. And don't forget to brush your teeth and wash behind your ears. Yeah, that's what my mother used to tell me. Wash behind your okay. But anyhow, and and all that good stuff. Be good. Just be good and be happy. If you be happy, happy is like contagious. If you be happy, then people around you are happy. If you are grumpy, then people around you will be grumpy because especially if you're a mother, because if you're a mother, because they say mom, if mom is not happy, nobody is happy. And that's true. But anyhow, God bless you all. Let him watch over you. Allow Him to watch over you today, tomorrow, and the next day, and every day after that to keep you safe and comfortable. And remember, I love you. And come back and see me again sometime, and I'll have something else to show you that I'm doing to keep me out of trouble and out of the saloons because I don't need to be entering into them saloons. Okay, love you guys. Now I gotta find the off button. I always gotta find the off button. There's the off button.